Hello students, in the previous video we have discussed in detail about the classification systems and kingdom Monera. In classifications we have studied about 2 kingdom classification proposed by Linnaeus and 5 kingdom classification proposed by R.H. Whittaker, which is accepted for many years. To talk about kingdom Protista include all single-celled eukaryotic organisms, but the boundaries for this kingdom is not fixed, because if a eukaryotic cell, single-celled, is photosynthesizing, one scientist may consider it as photosynthetic protistean and the other may call it as a plant. Kingdom Protista include 5 divisions, which are chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime molds and protozoans. Sorry, here it is written as protisteans, it is protozoans. All protisteans are primarily aquatic and they form an important connecting link with other organisms, like some are connecting link between plants and some are connecting link between the animals. For example, protozoans are considered as primitive relatives of animals. Being a eukaryotic, protisteans contain a well-defined nucleus and all other membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, likewise. To study about the 5 divisions of the kingdom Protista, the first one is chrysophytes. Chrysophytes are having 2 types of organisms, diatoms and golden algae or desmids. Here in this NCERT textbook, they have explained about the diatoms. To talk about generally chrysophytes, they found in fresh and marine water and they float on the surface of water body, hence they are considered as planktons. To talk about the chrysophytes, most of them are photosynthetic in nutrition. They perform photosynthesis to obtain the food. Diatoms, they have cell wall and the cell wall is made up of 2 overlapping shells which are overlapping like a soapbox, and they are embedded, that is inside the shells there is presence of a silica. Because of the presence of silica, the cell walls of diatoms are indestructible. So even though the diatom dies, the cell wall will not degenerate because it is having silica in its structure. So the leftover cell wall of diatoms over the period of time in a water body forms diatomaceous earth. Being it is gritty, that is sandy in nature, it is used for filtration of oils and syrups and even for polishing. The second division of kingdom Protista is dinoflagellates. The habitat of dinoflagellates is marine. So you have to remember diatoms are both marine and freshwater, but dinoflagellates are found exclusively in marine environment. They are also photosynthetic. Different types of pigments are present in dinoflagellates, and depending upon the abundancy of the pigment present in them, they do appear in different colorations like yellow, green, brown, blue, red, and different variations of color are seen. The cell wall of dinoflagellates is very stiff and it is made up of cellulosic plates. So as you observe one diagram which is given in NCERT textbook, it is having many cellulosic plates on the body. Dinoflagellates have got the name because the cell is consisting of 2 flagella. One flagella is present transversely to the cell, that's called transverse flagella, and another one is longitudinal flagella, and both of them will arise from a furrow which is present between the wall plates. The red dinoflagellates are known to multiply rapidly in the water body and the ocean and completely make the ocean to appear in red color, and that phenomenon is called red tide. The example for red dinoflagellate forming red tide is goniolox, and the toxins released from such dinoflagellates will kill the marine animals like fishes. The third division of kingdom Protista is euglenoids. Euglenoids, by habitat, they found in fresh water. Preferably, they tend to appear in stagnant water. Stagnant means the water which is standing, it's not flowing. The cell wall is absent in euglenoids, and instead of cell wall, a protein-rich layer is present which is called pellicle. And because of the presence of pellicle, euglenoids are flexible. So remember, this question may be asked for assertion and reason type question. The cell is consisting of two flagella, and here you have to remember the two flagella are, one is short and the another one is long. So in diagram also they have shown it very clearly. One is short flagella and another one is long flagellum. By nutrition they are mixotrophic. Mixotrophic means they act as both photosynthetic as well as heterotrophic. So remember, chrysophytes are photosynthetic, dinoflagellates are also photosynthetic, but euglenoids are mixotrophic. When sunlight is available, they adopt photosynthetic mode of nutrition. When the cells are deprived of sunlight, they become heterotrophic by predating on the smaller organisms. An example for euglenoids is Euglena. The fourth division of kingdom Protista is slime molds. Slime molds exhibit purely saprophytic mode of nutrition by engulfing the dead organic matter which is present on decaying wood or twigs or any other matter. Under favorable conditions, the slime molds will form an aggregate, and that aggregate is called a plasmodium. Remember, plasmodium is formed during favorable conditions. Favorable conditions means when nutrition is available, water, temperature, everything is suitable. Now, when the unfavorable conditions come, the plasmodium will undergo differentiation and forms a fruiting body. The tip of the fruiting body will bear a spores, and these spores are covered with cell wall and they spread to the other area through air currents, and they can survive for many years. When they germinate, they again form a one more slime mold body. The first division of kingdom Protista is protozoans. Protozoans exhibit heterotrophic mode of nutrition, so you just have a comparison. Both dinoflagellates, chrysophytes are photosynthetic, euglenoids are mixotrophic, slime molds and protozoans are heterotrophic. They are saprophytic, and here protozoans are heterotrophic. They may be predators or they may be parasitoids. Predators means they eat upon other animals or organisms. Parasites means some of them will live as a parasite in other organisms' body. And protozoans are considered as primitive relatives of animals. Protozoans, based on the type of locomotory structure present in them, are classified into four groups. First one is amoeboid protozoans. They found in fresh and moist soil. Spodopodia or false feet is the locomotory structure which is formed by the overall movement of cytoplasm to one side. The marine forms of amoeboid protozoans have silica shells. An example for parasitic form of amoeboid protozoan is entamoeba, and which is known to cause amoebiasis. The second one is flagellated protozoans. They are free living or parasitic forms. They have flagella as their locomotory structure. Example is trypanosoma, which causes sleeping sickness in human beings. Third one is ciliated protozoans, and they are primarily aquatic in nature. They are actively moving because of the thousands of cilia present in their cells. So it could be a assertion and reason type question they may ask. An example for ciliated protozoan is Paramecium, which is often referred as slipper protozoan because of its cell shape, which is resembling a slipper. The entire body or cell is covered with cilia. When the food along with water falls on the cilia, all the cilia will perform a coordinated movement, and as a result, the food will be steered into the gullet. The last type is sporozoans. Sporozoans have an infectious spore-like stage in their life cycle, as you studied in second year. Plasmodium, which is causing malaria, which is forming a staggering effect on human population.